All right, here we go. Day 3. I forgot until last night that this shift is not till 9. I'm usually working till 9 a.m., but not today. So I have to kind of work through the logistics of what's a better day to go get my lottery tickets, today or tomorrow, since I can do it earlier than usual. So bear with me here as I kind of talk this through. If I go today, that puts me going through 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to be going through some school zones ready to rot in time. But if I go to Stroessner's, the bakery, I don't go through any school zones. Now that time of day is going to be traffic either way, more than I'm used to for sure. But damn, that school traffic sucks balls. I guess I'll go to Stroessner's today. Damn, if I would have brought ice, I could have gotten a quiche and then done some errands because the traffic would have died down a little by then. Nah, I guess we'll just go to Stroessner's. I don't have to. I can't get a quiche though. I still have a serving of it at home. He could have quiche 2 days in a row. Wouldn't kill him. Well, I mean, it would over the long run if he ate quiche every day. No, I'm not gonna try to kill my father. Death by quiche. Wouldn't that be something? The detectives to the corner. How did this man die? This man died from a very rich, creamy breakfast. Oh, shit. I think I need some more sleep. All right, what's going on, party people? I don't know. I'm delirious. I just want to win the damn Powerball. That's all it really is. I don't want to go to work anymore. Alright, so I haven't checked in today since, I think, on my way to work this morning. It's been that long ago, I don't remember. Yeah, it was 12 and a half hours ago, right? Something like that, almost. And I'm just now getting to the garage. I don't know why. Why do I do this? I've been in such a bad rut lately of putting this off till late in the day. I want to get out here earlier, but I just can't bring myself to do it lately. And I always feel better when I do. And in fact, a lot of times when I do, I come back out again around this time and get a second workout in. But lately it just feels like all I can damn do to get out here once and do anything halfway decent. I don't know. It's real easy to write it off to age or fucked up work schedule. I don't know. But right now it just, man, I just don't feel like it. Anyway, see this little red spot right here? I don't know what that is. The other day it looked just like that, but it hurt to even touch. Now it doesn't even, I don't feel anything, but I can still see that little spot. Oh well. I ought to lift weights today, but I'm kind of thinking at this point I might not. It is Thursday, right? Yeah. This working random days here and there is really messing up my head about what damn day it is. At least I did remember to give my father a shower today. I didn't shave him, but changed his pillowcases and all that kind of stuff. Played a hell of a lot of solitaire, though. I knocked that out of the park today. Listened to some good tunes.
I do any laundry? I did 1.5 loads of laundry. I have one in the washing machine. It's probably about done now. I need to go check. And I've got my sprinklers going on my grass. I don't know if the overseeding and the aerating did a whole lot. Watering the hell out of it though. Ought to grow like a bitch. That much damn water on it. Oh well. I guess that's all. I need to get my ass in gear and do something. I think I'm eating leftovers tonight. Did burgers on the grill last night, and I didn't have any because I had leftovers. And I still have leftovers in there, but I don't feel like having them 2 nights in a row. Actually, I guess for me it would be almost 3 nights. Yeah, it was really good the first time though. I don't know what you call them. My mother used to make them, and it's super easy. You saute some onions and green peppers and red peppers in some butter for a while and kind of clarify the onions, and pull the peppers and onions out of the frying pan, put some ground beef in, brown it up real good, break it up, stir those peppers and onions back in, just kind of let them simmer for a little while, and put them on a bun. A hamburger bun, a hot dog bun with some cheese if you want, mustard if you want. Usually ketchup is good on that one. And my mother just always called them poor man sandwiches. Of course, with the price of beef these days, ain't a whole lot poor about them. But and I really like to get the 93.7 ground beef, which is more expensive. But I'm going to drain all that fat off anyway. I might as well get as much lean meat to begin with. They're good. I made a salad with it last night. Kind of just pretended like it was taco meat and made a taco salad, and was ultimately disappointed, and I don't know why. I normally love a taco salad, but it just wasn't quite the same last night for some reason. But I may or may not finish up that meat tonight. Need to lift weights, take in some beef, get my testosterone flowing. Maybe have a few beers. I always feel like beef and beer makes your T levels go up. I don't know. I read that somewhere. Let's just say that. That's what the experts say. Isn't that everybody says that? Yeah, actually, I've been using a T-Booster for a while, and actually, I used one for a while. Didn't really notice. I got my T levels checked prior to starting any kind of supplements to increase T levels. First booster I tried, I didn't feel a difference, but I don't know if there was one because I didn't get tested again. And then I switched to one only because I am a sucker for any products advertised on the Dan Patrick Show. And he advertises for M-Drive. And I did feel a difference. I felt more energetic. I felt, I don't know what, but I felt better. I felt different. But then it seemed to fade, and I continued to take it. I'm not sure how long I actually took it, but pretty good while, and then it, like I said, it just kind of felt like the effects were fading. So did a little reading around online, checked out a couple of different men's magazines, like Men's Health and Men's Fitness, not Penthouse and Playboy. And there was one other magazine, now I don't remember what it was, but they said their number one overall was this particular thing. I don't even remember what it's called now, but was able to get 3 months worth for about the same price as 1 month of M-Drive. So cheaper, may not be better, but it's definitely cheaper. So I'm going to try that, see if I notice a difference. Maybe I won't, maybe I will, who knows. I kind of don't care because nothing's going to make my hair stop falling out and being fat and old and gray and going bald. Losing my eyesight. losing my nervous function, and I can't eat any kind of carbs. Fruit and vegetables, man, that's it for my carbs. Really, really is. Fruit and vegetables. I'll slip in some hummus every now and then. Call that a vegetable. Chickpeas, I guess. I do love some damn hummus. Problem is, I like it with feta cheese. Damn, I love me some cheese too. Yesterday, for some reason, I don't know what got it to the top of my father's brain, but when it hits the top, he has to say something about it, no matter what the conversation is up until that point. So a conversation with him can take a very hard, rapid turn in a different direction. I don't remember what we were talking about, but he said, Chrissy, you know what I'd like to have? What? Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. I said, by God, I would too. And I asked Sarah to pick one up. I mean, like a 2-pack of the Reese's Big Cup. He had one and I had one, and damn, was that bitch good. Woo! Been a minute since I did that. I used to do a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup on leg day. That was like a little mental thing in my head. Was like, get through a good hard leg day and you can have a Reese's Cup. And I don't know why, because I don't need that kind of motivation for leg day. I love leg day. I love deadlifts. Deadlifts are the best. I love them. Squats just go with them. Like, I love peanut butter. I can take or leave jelly. But peanut butter and jelly, holy shit. So, yeah, leg day is peanut butter and jelly. Deadlifts are peanut butter. By God, I'll eat peanut butter right out of the jar. We still call it a jar now that they're plastic? Yeah, I guess it's a plastic jar. What else would you call it? Container? Every jar is a container, but not every container is a jar. I will go to great lengths to procrastinate the beginning of my workout. Have you noticed? Anyway. Today was a good day at work, too. I'm not sure what got into me. Did some little maintenance type things I hadn't done in a while. Nobody else will do, I guess, because a lot of times when I do it, I can tell if it's been done or not, and it hadn't been done in a while. It's funny, too, because some of that stuff really annoys members, but they would probably be the same ones who are annoyed even more if a machine breaks. Oh, well. Can't please everybody. Yeah, so I'm filling in today, right? It's Thursday. But I get there same time I do every day. Usually sit in the parking lot for a couple of minutes and then I walk in because I can't clock in until 4:45. So today as I'm getting out of my truck, I see somebody getting out of their vehicle and walking up. They end up like literally, they were coming from a different direction, but they wound up right behind me walking up the walkway. And I didn't know who it was, didn't introduce myself. It was pitch dark parking lot. I would wait till we got up to the building where the lights are on at least. And didn't recognize the person, but that doesn't mean a thing because usually at that time of the morning, there's only 3 of us working in the building anyway. Front desk, me in the fitness center, and a lifeguard. So I assume this is a lifeguard showing up, and the man at the front desk says, "Are you lifeguarding today?" And this young lady says, "No, I'm working the floor." And by that time, she was standing right next to me. And I lit my head and said, "That's funny, I'm working the floor too. I only have one person working the floor at a time." By God, I told my boss Monday I could cover that empty shift. The schedule was still blank. There was nobody scheduled at that time. And I have the text where I let her know I could cover that shift, and I have the reply that she sent saying, "Great, thanks, thumbs up, whatever." 2 of those 3, I don't remember which. Anyway, she said, "Oh, she asked me to cover it." So I showed her the text. I said, "Well, let's go back and just look to be on the safe side." Now, this girl said she'd never done it before. So maybe my boss meant come in and shadow Chris, kind of see how things go, get an idea, get a feel for things. That's not what this young lady was led to believe, I guess, or what she in her mind believed. And she actually worked in a kind of a different department. We have a little outdoor workout area that's completely separate. It's a different animal altogether. And she apparently has been working out there some. And I said, oh, okay. Well, are you going out there? She said, yeah, I guess I'll go out there. Okay, cool. And then I looked later at the schedule, and sometime between yesterday morning, even though I wasn't there, I was informed that sometime from yesterday morning until today, this morning, a new schedule had been posted, and her name was on it, not mine. But I'm sorry, if I get up at 3:30, after I've made a special effort to wash my uniform and have clean clothes to wear to work, I get up at 3:30 and take a shower and shave, and yeah, I do shave. And go to work, I'm staying and I'm getting paid. Over the years, I have done more freebies for the Y than I could ever recoup. But I'm not getting up and going in there for nothing. I'm getting paid. So, I don't know if anybody will even say anything from here on out. I don't know what my boss had in mind. That's how it went down this morning. Anyway, I'll work, I think 3 days next week and then 2 days the week after that. And then, as far as I know, I'm back to my once a week. Which really sucks. Really sucks. But that's all I can get right now. I don't think it's fair. I don't like it. But I'll roll with it for now. What else can I do at this point? I could go get another job, because apparently there are jobs to be had. That's what we keep hearing on the news. With this job that I've been doing for 18 and a half years, kind of suits my schedule. I can go work a shift and come home, and 99.9% of the time when I get home, my father's still in bed. So I don't feel like I'm neglecting him or leaving him in harm's way by not being here in the morning. But the pandemic changed things a little bit, and I guess some people who were willing to come back to work earlier than some of the rest of us were are getting shown a little favoritism. And I think it kind of sucks. But it is what it is. So back to the beginning. Damn, I wish I'd just win the Powerball. I always said that if I won the Powerball, I would still work at the Y. And I guess I may. Probably not. And I always said that if I won the Powerball, we'd have a new facility, which we desperately need. The longer I go and the more crap that falls down on some of us part-timers, the less sympathy or empathy or concern I have for the Y. That's a shame. On the surface, they really try to embrace the community. I wish they did as much to embrace their employees. They only have like 8 or 9 maybe full-time employees. That place thrives and runs on part-time help. And they just don't treat their help like they probably should. I think most people know it. It's expensive too. My God. I know Planet Fitness kind of is a joke to a lot of people, But when you're talking about $10 a month for exercise equipment, and it's a family of 4 membership at the Y, I think is almost $70 a month. $70 a month. Holy shit, man, who can afford that? Anyway, I'm rambling on and on again, and I need to go turn my sprinklers off. So I guess I'll get started on my exercise, and I may or may not talk to you later. We'll just see how things go. Okay, I'm not sure why I decided to do this, but I did a 10K and on the rower, and I started a little slow, to be honest, and I'm not sure why I stayed a slow pace for as long as I did, but then I was able to build, and I don't know that my splits were completely negative splits, but it feels like they were because I managed to finish in under 50 minutes. And I'll have to look back on the logbook to be sure, but I am pretty certain that is the first sub 50 minute 10K I've done in a very long time. So I do feel like I'm getting stronger and faster on the rower, which is so weird considering how horrible my shoulder feels. But it's rowing has never bothered my shoulder, which I'm thankful for that. At one point, I talked to the physical therapist that I worked with after my shoulder surgeries, and he said that because rowing is essentially an underhand motion, that it's not hard on your shoulders. It's a pulling motion, not a pushing motion. That's usually where I have problems, is the pushing, which is evident if you look at the weights that I'm having to use for any kind of pushing weightlifting. Anyway, I think I'm done. I don't think I'm going to do any weights today. If I get a real wild hair here in the next few minutes, I might do a little bit of something, but pretty sure I'm done for the day. So you're definitely not going to hear from me anymore because it's almost 7 o'clock and I'm tired and hungry and